Hey everyone, and welcome to my April most anticipated book releases. We're now in April. There are 6 books that are coming out this month that I'm really excited for, so let's get talking about them. Starting straight out on April the 1st, we have Deadstream, and this is by Mara Masco Moore. I apologise right now if I've mispronounced that. And I'm just going to read you the tagline for this because it says, Rear Window meets The Ring in this sinister YA thriller in which a teen girl witnesses the live-streamed murder of a popular online streamer by a paranormal entity and could be its next victim. And I will put my hands up right now and say I've never seen Rear Window or The Ring, but this synopsis immediately intrigued me. I love this paranormal entity to it. I love the idea that maybe someone gets a curse passed on to them and they're now the next victim because they watched the original murder. I love this kind of idea. It immediately intrigued me, like I said, so as soon as this one comes out, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for it. Then on the 15th, we have The Ashfire King. This is by Chelsea Abdullah, and it's the sequel to The Stardust Thief, which is a book I read a couple of years ago now and absolutely adored, and I've been waiting for this sequel ever since it is finally coming out on the 15th, and I am so excited for it. I love that first book, like I said, and I've been so excited to continue on with this series ever since, and now it is finally coming, and now I cannot wait for it to drop through my door. There is also Somadina. This one is by Akwaeke Emezi, and I've been meaning to read more Akwaeke Emezi ever since I read Pet, and this one really piqued my interest because it says it is a novel set in a magical West African world about a teen girl who must save her missing twin while also learning to navigate her own terrifying new powers, and this one immediately intrigued me just from that little tagline. I've been meaning to read more Akwaeke Emezi ever since I read Pet, and so this one definitely is going to be on my list that I'm going to be keeping an eye out for around the 15th when it comes out. Still on the 15th, we have The Raven Scholar. This is by Antonia Hodgson, and this one really intrigued me as well just from the synopsis because it says, let us fly now to the empire of Arun, where after 24 years of peace, Bersan the Brusque must end his reign. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 contenders compete to replace him. They are exceptional warriors, thinkers, strategists, the best of the best. Then one of them is murdered. We know who did it. We saw it happen. No one else did. It falls to Nima Kra, the Emperor's brilliant, idiosyncratic high scholar, to find the killer before the trials end. To do so, she must untangle a web of deadly secrets that stretches back generations, all while competing against 6 warriors with their own dark histories and fierce ambitions. Nima believes she is alone, but we are here to help. All she has to do is let us in. If she succeeds, she will win the throne. If she fails, death awaits her. But we won't let that happen. We are the Raven, and we are magnificent. And I won't lie, it was the Raven bit that really intrigued me about this book. I immediately want to know what the Raven is, what it, makes it magnificent, what it's got to do with Nima, and everything else. It just sounded really intriguing, so I definitely also want to keep an eye out for this one on the 15th when it comes out. Still on the 15th, because apparently the 15th wasn't already filled with stuff coming out, is Afia and the Land of Wonders. This is by Mia Arujo. Apologies if I mispronounced that. This one is an Alice in Wonderland inspired retelling, but with West African mythology mixed in with it, which immediately intrigued me because I don't think I've really read that many books with West African mythology in it, and also to have it being a retelling of the Alice in Wonderland tale immediately intrigued me. I really am excited to see how those two mix together and how it changes the story, and I'm just generally really intrigued. I will definitely be keeping an eye out for this when it comes out. And then finally on the 29th, we have The Floating World by Axie O, and this one is all about Sun Ho lives in the underworld, a land of perpetual darkness. An ex-soldier, he can remember little of his life before 2 years ago when he woke up alone with only his name and his sword. Now he does odd jobs to scrape by until he comes across a score of a lifetime, a chest of coins for any mercenary who can hunt down a girl who wields silver light. Meanwhile, far to the east, Ren is a cheerful and spirited acrobat travelling with her adoptive family and performing at villages. But everything changes during one of their festival performances when the village is attacked by a horrific human-like demon. In a moment of fear and rage, Ren releases a blast of silver light, a power she has kept hidden since childhood, and kills the monster. But her efforts are not in time to prevent her adoptive family from suffering a devastating loss or to save her beloved uncle from being grievously wounded. Determined to save him from succumbing to the poisoned wound, Ren sets off over the mountains where the creature came from, and from where Ren herself fled 10 years ago. Her path sets her on a collision course with Sunho, but he doesn't realise that she's the girl that he and 100 other swords for hire is looking for. As the two grow closer through their travels, they come to realise that their paths and their destinies are far more entwined than either of them could have imagined. And this one sounds really, really intriguing, and I mean the cover itself is absolutely stunning as well. I've never actually read an Axie O book, but I've heard amazing things about their work, and this one immediately intrigued me as well when I read the synopsis, so I definitely want to be keeping an eye out for this one as well. And that is all of my most anticipated releases for the month of April, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me a book you're really excited to release in the month of April. I'd love to know. Or if you don't have that much time, leave me a book stack emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link as well down below to all my social media if you want to check it out, including to the Comic Book Sanctum, which is my website dedicated to Marvel Comics, which has weekly Marvel release guides on there if you want to keep up with all things Marvel Comics, as well as a link as well down below to my Etsy store that sells bookish merch and Notion templates if you want to treat yourself to something bookish today or to organise your life via Notion this year. Or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time everyone, bye!